Alright, we are back. And, how's your Yoda impression doing?
Oh no, that's the first thing you want me to do? Oh no, you're gonna ask for my voice to be destroyed. Oh no.
Already expecting you, I am. Ready to train, are you? Yes? Once begun, endure until the course is finished, you must. Wisely made your decision must be. Yes.
VPI, which I think is, yeah, melee.
Melee?
A good choice. To the art of the blade, open your mind, you must be.
Your mind must be.
Eh,
You know,
close
like
enough.
how it always flips around.
Tested in this training, your strength would. Yes. Row, you cannot. Guarding, also disabled, will be.
Ah,
Now, begin your training has.
every time I'm about to take a drink, I can't.
First, basic understanding we must test. Yes. Hit all targets you must. Simple it is. Yes.
This sounds like it's going to be a small nightmare.
Good. Yes. Now again, but quickly.
I really need this sip.
That's
You know
fine.
how, like, gravelly you have to go?
Hit all targets in 10 seconds you must.
Got it.
A fine display.
Ah,
Now, multiple enemies at once you must hit. Hit all targets in 10 seconds you must.
with a single swing. I don't know if I can keep this up.
Fine. With a single swing, multiple enemies you must hit. I can't, Yoda.
You don't think you can, Yoda? Have you ever tried?
Yeah.
Really?
Nope, I'm not going to be able to get this one. Bleh. More expected of you. I have. Okay, you can do it?
I can probably keep it
Okay.
up.
I mean, it's really just this singular character, and then we go on and talk to non-Yoda.
More expected of you I have. Try again, you must.
Oh, yeah, that's plenty of time.
The basics you understand, I see. A secret technique. Time it is to teach.
Ah,
Strong the last hit of your melee combo is, but leaves you open to counterattack. Yes. However, dash before ending a combo, you can. Fittingly, dash cancel.
what? Fittingly dash cancel?
It is called.
Ah,
Perform 5 dash cancels by dashing while attacking you must.
makes me wonder how
Huh.
Frank Oz also does, like, Miss Piggy and such. Doesn't Miss Piggy have a very Yoda-y voice except
That's
without
just-
the gravel?
Is it? It's the same guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I forget about that.
You forget about the whole Miss Piggy Yoda? I mean, you can sort of hear Yoda
Well, yeah,
and
they
Miss
brought
Piggy.
them on to do Yoda specifically.
Mm-hmm. Right.
Good. Very good. To quickly dash away or continue attacking, this technique you can use. In this, tested how you will be.
Ah.
Defeat all the enemies in 20 seconds using dash cancels you must.
Okay. I kind of get it.
Well honed, your understanding is. Now begins your final test.
Ah.
Defeat all enemies in 15 seconds using less than 30 attacks and at least 3
Okay,
dash techniques.
Oh no.
Hey, we got it. That was easy. That was easier than the shooting one, by far.
Don't tell me there's any more after this.
No, that's the final test.
Completed the course you have.
Ah!
But far from over, your training is. For now, your training is over. You must speak to me if you are ready for your next lesson.
Mm-hmm.
May the Force be with you, Padawan.
We're almost done. We're almost
Almost.
Master my courses you have. Proud I am. Take this you should, and return for more training you can.
done. Adept gloves. Oh. That's got... Okay, let's take a look at this. So reduces Brawler. Gets me Royal Guard. Okay, so that cranks my damage up by a bunch.
I'm
sure
just
if I
thinking of
wanna
all the
use
times I
this.
ever had to play with Star Wars action figures with my cousins and such. Well, actually, I shouldn't say had. I really enjoyed that. They were much younger than me, so I was still sort of allowed to play with toys. And I would often be tasked with voicing Yoda. Yoda and Obi-Wan and actually Darth Vader as well.
I mean, you've got a lot of range, so it's not too bad. Okay. Now let's check quests. Points of power. Northeast of Autumn's Fall. Okay, we do want to talk to the guard. In Trader's Contour at... Okay. So I think all of these quests are things... all of these quests are things that we do in the next zone. Because Autumn's Rise is the first zone we ever went in. Okay, finally. So what do we think about the MMO parts of this game? I like it. I'm a big fan of Log Horizon, Dot Hack.
I'm going to be intrigued to see where it goes, at least with it when it comes to Leah, and then whether or not it will be answered as to whether or not this is a real world that people are essentially just perceiving as a game. It seemed like it. It seemed like it was an actual realm.
Okay, so we're in Autumn's Fall. Time to explore. The one problem about this game is I've listened to this whole soundtrack a bunch.
Oh, wow. So are those... They're kind of like armadillo porcupines?
Yeah. They're... bad hog thingamadoos. I don't really know how to describe them. Doesn't actually look like they're... What are they weak to? It actually doesn't look like they're weak or resistant to anything, and they're radical hedgehogs. That's how I dodge.
Radical hedgehogs?
Yep, radical.
The hedgehogs have returned sharper and edgier than ever. Edgier, that's for sure. They look like Shadow.
Shadow the
Oh,
Hedgehog.
that's the point, isn't it?
The color scheme? That's
Yeah,
what I
they're
think.
supposed to be Shadow the Hedgehog. Hedgehog. I'm sorry. I forgot about that. I should remember to do a little bit of equipment grinding at some point. We're kind of coasting by without a whole lot of problems. But, it wouldn't be a bad idea for me to go back and do some of my farming.
Oh, he's commenting on how the seahorses have been mixed with mosquitoes or dragonflies or flies.
Burn, you dumb cow. As a... Oh, that missed horribly.
Right, guys are fighting on the bridge.
It's a... Yeah. This is a beefy bovine. Still haven't really figured out how to hit them. I assume, like...
I wonder when beefy and beef, like, if beefy derived from beef.
Probably.
There's actually a lot of uses for the word beef. Aside from beefy as in strong, you can also have a beef with someone.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think of anything else. I mean, obviously, beef, the meat.
Yeah, beefed up.
I think that's the extent of it.
Yeah, there's like... Well... I'm trying to think. I'm like, I swear there's more alternatives than this. But...
There really is a lot more water here compared to Autumn's Rise.
I suppose they wanted to raise the difficulty. Remember, everyone, water is deadly. Okay, I have to, like, resist my second nature of wanting to just fight everything as we go by. Let's see,
I like all those flowers with the... I don't know what kind of glow or essence is inside of them.
I think that might just be the like...
Oh, hey!
hello.
What kind of god is this? Another lizard god?
Yeah.
Well, shad. Your journey has taken you across these signs of prosperity long past. Seeking your next destination in the wilderness to the north, you must first accomplish the trial of these fields. Pursue the path of the luminous creature, and prove your mastery of the elements acquired. Traveler, envoy of change, will you accept this trial? Let your every step form the path of your growth. Is that the glowing creature?
Bonnie!
Here comes the bunny. That annoying bastard.
Hush, Emily, don't spoil it.
No spoiler, just look at it jumping away. We know it's going to be annoying.
So no, it's forcing us to do the exploration puzzles.
Now, did it have an open mouth or a mustache?
You know, I wasn't looking that hard.
Oh no, it's just
No,
like
it's
a
just
mask
kind of like a
over its
masky
eyes.
eye.
Yeah, it's like a mask over its eyes. Sort of like a ferret, how they have a mask, or a raccoon. Raccoons! Raccoon is a fun word to say.
It is. I gotta remember to use counter. I've got a larger counter window now. Okay.
I see, we're back in the ancient ruins of the puzzle village. Still serving puzzles even thousands of years later.
There's one. There we go. Doesn't really help me that much, but we get the King's Ring. Which might be a weapon, actually? Nope. What is the King's Ring, then? Straw hat. Oh.
Hmm?
I don't want to lose...
You don't want to lose your regen, so you're gonna.
Yeah, I don't want to
perpetually
lose
keep that
too
little
much
belt.
regen. I actually have no idea what that item we just grabbed is. Okay. That's not gonna work. Oh. There we go. It doesn't look like I'm gonna be able to hit that one. Oh, I see. Oh. I double see. Get out of here, you dumb bunny!
Oh, you want to hit that on the right?
Probably.
Yeah, there we go.
I'm getting pretty good at the trick shots. I'm just bad at the trick shots during time. Okay, it's a crafting item.
Of course.
Of course. Why would anybody expect anything differently? Look around for a bit, though. Hello.
Say hello to the hardest puzzle on the playground.
Huh? Isn't this one quite trivial?
Sarcasm, Tronny.
I'm stomped! Oh. I'm stomped! Oh, there's a cave in here.
Oh.
Okay.
With more hedgehogs.
Hedgehogs! Oh,
What does that do?
it's timed. It gets us up to that item. Okay, screw it. They're dying first. Then we're...
Wait, but you hit it and I didn't see any perceivable change in the environment.
It turns on the boost pads.
Oh, the boost pads. I didn't see them.
Yeah, because if you notice it's currently lit up, it's only lit up when that thing is yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it. I want to learn how to perfect guard, because parries are awesome, but it's awkward, especially with how chaotic this game gets.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, no, bad time!
Level up.
Have you ever seen one of these hillcats digging over a laser bridge? Yeah, they do that. Whole digging thing must be simulated. They don't want to mess with the... I can't read it. Okay. Okay.
It does break the
They
illusion.
don't want to mess up the structure of the ground too much, obviously. Still, I wish they would have made them stop in front of the laser bridges. It does break the illusion.
Oh, because the cats can dig through the bridge or
Yeah.
some weird stuff?
Yeah, they can dig through anything, sort of. Oh no! I'm stuck! Alright, where'd little bunny Foo-Foo go?
He went over that way, see?
Oh, there he is. Oh no! Oh no! Panic!
Some whole mob of critters.
Well, beaten time.
That one has blue markings on it. The bowl?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I don't...
This region does remind me of one of the previous ones.
Yeah, Autumn's Rise. The first
That was
region of the game.
Really?
Yeah.
That was it? Is
Yeah.
this just a different section of it?
Yeah, this is the other side.
Oh, okay.
So, Autumn's Rise is...
Pretty extensive.
Yeah, Autumn's Rise is the first zone you go through, and it's like on the western side, and then once you've completed the second dungeon, or I guess third dungeon, considering the tutorial counts, that's when you unlock Autumn's Fall, which is where we are.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. How do we get up to Dirkface McGillicuddy?
Might have to do from that side.
Yeah, looks like it.
See that?
Oh, I see it. I know how I'm supposed to get up there.
Now, I thought we were going to make an effort to eat less beef, and then we purchased a bunch today.
I mean, you said you wanted meat.
Mm-hmm. It just happened to be one of the things on sale.
Yeah, the problem is, like, beef is really, really cheap here compared to most other things. Like, chicken is the same price as beef? Not really sure why.
Probably not at the mainstream stores, but at Whole Foods?
Yeah.
I was watching a documentary on the chicken industry, and it's enlightening.
It's not great.
It was one of those things where they were primarily discussing how farmers are essentially... It's not like the companies hire the farmers to provide them with their food stocks. There's this huge ranked competition, and that determines your wages compared to all of the other farmers in the area.
Huh.
And there was this instance of sabotage that they were going over, where this one disgruntled former worker went to, I think, 3 or more farms in the area, and because he had worked on them before, he knew how to manipulate the houses where they keep the chickens, so that he essentially suffocated the chickens with heat. And so
That's messed up.
it is. And in each of those houses, up to like 10,000 chickens died. So here these farmers were relying on, I think it was like even a couple days away for some of these farmers, the chickens were going to get taken by the big companies. But when an entire house of chickens perish, it pretty much makes them bankrupt. And it took them a long time to find out who the guy was, and they found all this evidence that his cell phone had been pinged at each location as the crimes were being committed, because these were several houses were sabotaged over the course of like a week or two or something like that, or a couple weeks, and so impacted a number of farmers, but they were essentially punished because the main company that owned them, or at least bought from them, was like, well, you guys lost a bunch of chickens, so therefore you're like at the bottom rung of the producers, which means that your price per head goes down. Do you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So they were penalized for something like sabotage, and then when they took it to court, the guy was let go by the judge, even after all of the evidence had been presented by the police station and everything.
What was the reasoning?
I don't know. And the funny thing was, it was that very same judge had said that the police had enough evidence to take it to court.
What a turd.
No, I know. That's the legal system for you. So all those poor farmers, all those poor chickens. Then you start thinking about the chickens. It's like, you really want to eat them? I love meat, but I do...
I want lab-grown meat.
mm-hmm. Hi!
What's up? You want to know more about the Old War, too?
Mm-hmm.
It's a pretty dark time in human history. Various colonies waged war against each other. They taught us resources were the trigger, but I heard other stories, too. Don't worry, it's in the past now, like 1,000 years past. Okay, I guess that was not as interesting.
Well, wasn't that the war between the Shad and the humans?
Mm-mm. No, this is like legit human history in this universe.
Oh, really?
Apparently. Oh, this is Trixie.
Oh, you need to get it just through that? Nice.
Now, like I said, I'm getting pretty good at those trick shots, as long as I don't have to do it under a time limit. Okay, how do we...
Ooh, you want to go through there.
Ideally. I don't...
But you need to open up that doorway first.
Well, this is lower. This is upper. Oh, we're supposed to go in through that broken wall over on the other side. Let's see. Looks like it's the right spot. Hey!
Ooh. Eastern exit.
Yeah.
Oh, another piece of treasure. Ripe apples.
I love exploration in this game. No, it's not your favorite, but for me, it's so fun.
I liked it in like Guild Wars 2 and stuff, where you find a jumping puzzle at random, and you complete the puzzle and you get an achievement, and it's like, woo! I found this.
Where did it go?
It went up.
Oh,
into the
up
next-
into the next zone?
Up
Okay.
into the next zone. It just went right through the gate.
Hopefully it didn't require me to stay up high. Nope. Okay, good. Let's see. More items. Just gonna kind of hit these. Because they require very little time and I can grab
What
them.
do they afford you?
Crafting resources.
Parched leaves.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Oops. And I messed up!
I should visit Guild Wars 2 again. Maybe when I decide to end my subscription to WoW and go back.
My main problem with most MMOs in general is just like they're wrapping you in, you know, so that you do like repetitive grindy content for whatever reason.
Well, the thing is, I do have a bunch of new content to do in Guild Wars because, I mean, I have done the main story and leveled my characters for over half the classes. And I believe one of each of the races at this point.
I guess I just find them not particularly solo friendly, which is my issue.
Well, right, the expansions aren't very solo friendly. I remember when I was trying to play Heart of Thorns with you, and it seemed like it required a massive mob of people in order to navigate the zone and take out larger enemies. Plus, the verticality of the whole thing made exploration difficult, at least until you ground enough points in order to get those abilities required for them, like bouncing off the mushrooms or being able to fly on air currents and stuff like that. And so, yeah, we had gotten the Path of Fire expansion, so I was like, oh, yeah, I'll be trying that. And I had been playing, or at least at the very least unlocking the Living World stories. And it's interesting because we actually experienced the first Living World stories that they no longer offer, the whole like Scarlet incursion and everything like that. But yeah, going into that, I probably made the wrong call using my Elementalist, because Elementalist is already a glass cannon-y class, and also my Elementalist is a char, so massive. I probably would have been better served doing another character with more like self-healing and whatnot. Maybe I could take my Necromancer or my Guardian is my main character. I don't know. I'll have to see. But it was difficult trying to get through my story in Path of Fire with the Elementalist alone.
I just kind of wish they give us the equivalent of what Guild Wars 1 had, where you just had, like, AI
Minions?
companions.
Oh. I mean,
Like, the heroes were pretty effective. They didn't do positioning, but, like, everything else they did well.
mm-hmm. Well, the heroes were also your sidekick characters. It'd almost be like if you had the second Destiny's Edge cast as your companions.
Yeah.
I suppose they wouldn't be called Destiny's Edge. They're the...
Most people probably don't care about Guild Wars, though.
Oh, okay. I know.
I don't know.
We're just talking about MMOs.
I would prefer MMOs kind of like this, where it's a little bit more freeform and less like... I mean, I guess this is even more structured than most MMOs are, but like... I guess I always just kind of resent being forced to work with other people. Because there's a lot of times when there's just no one around, and you're like,
Well, you did need your friends around to defeat that guard
It's true.
in that one area.
What's the point of coming up here? Probably item?
I like it when a game is perfectly soloable, but
Playing with
Obviously-
friends is more fun or easier or something.
Well, playing with friends on a larger scale, sort of being like an online co-op as opposed to a...
Yeah, that's why I'm like so interested in what's a good example? There's not a whole lot of good co-op-y games now that I'm thinking about it. There's a couple that look kind of neat, like a game called Ashen that's coming out soon. But like, I don't know. I could care less about playing with like every single other person when it comes to like MMOs and whatnot. You know, I've been there, I've done that. I experienced what it's like to have like a
dedicated group doing raids every week or something.
Yeah, and like it was fun, but it was
A
a lot
part
of
of me
work.
longs for it, that kind of experience, but at the same time, also like time is a pretty demanding thing.
Yeah.
So at this point, I just like playing MMOs to complete a couple of quests here and there, maybe do some reputation grinding, unlock a couple things, complete the sort of main storylines or the sub-storylines for other classes or alts that have unique content associated with them. I always like it when a bit of the story changes depending on your class or your faction and everything else.